There are often times when companies, smartphone makers, do experiment with the design of the phone. Recently, the Nothing Phone 3 launched and it kind of received very mixed reactions online. Some people like the new age design, they've been bold, they have expressed themselves. However, some have given a lot of criticism to what Nothing has done to their phones. They don't like the design at all. Now, OnePlus has also experimented with the design of its Nord series, launching the OnePlus Nord 5 right here. But did you notice something? It is very different from the last year's OnePlus Nord 4. The thing is, was this really required? Because this phone did receive a lot of appreciation from the people who used it, because I really like the unibody metal design. I really like the fact that OnePlus had done something very different. Despite the heft and the metal, I had no problem with the design and the look and feel of the Nord 4. But what OnePlus has done right now is made the phone looking like every other phone in the market. It almost looks like a Samsung. Was that really necessary? And the standout feature, I feel, the standout identity of the Nord is lost with this new design, but I am not saying it's a bad design. But in this video, we will look at the OnePlus Nord 5. What does it offer? Except for the fact that yes, it's a new looking phone, it has all the features, it is an upgrade, but should you be looking to buy this one in the mid-range is the question that we will find an answer to in this review video of the OnePlus Nord 5. Let's go. To kick things off, let's talk about the new design. Yes, it looks very conventional in terms of the design philosophy that a lot of smartphone makers are carrying these days, playing it safe with maybe a vertical camera placement, and also the fact that the finish on the back is smooth and not reflective, kind of a matte finish. It does look good in the hand. The heft is pretty normal, 211 grams here, and the smart combination of glass and metal just says that we are kind of creeping into the premium segment, but also not right there, because this phone is a mid-ranger. You're getting Gorilla Glass protection, which is very important, and also the fact that there is IP certification for this device. So you're getting a bolstered smartphone that gives you a lot of heft, but also make sure that your device, even if it falls, is protected. But the one thing that has changed, a lot of people will appreciate, is the addition of this plus key, which is, by the way, the trigger that you can use to activate the AI, to silent your phone, activate the camera. There are a lot of functionalities, and we have seen this button, this functionality on the OnePlus 13s, and we know how bullish OnePlus has become with their entire AI narrative. They are actually pushing a suite of applications based on the fact that their AI will be able to trigger on the OnePlus device. And I think the AI game on this device is also good, but we'll talk more about that later. Coming to the display, a super solid 6.83-inch display, AMOLED 1.5K screen, one of the top screens in this price segment, and for a reason, because the bezels are minimal, it is bright enough, the colors are accurate, and if you are gaming on this phone, it will be a treat. Why? 144 Hz of refresh rate. And that really could be the game changer for OnePlus, because they are trying to push this phone for gamers, for people who like to watch a lot of content on their smartphones, because 144 Hz is the difference maker. Smoother graphics, smoother animation, everything that you do on this phone is going to be a breeze, especially if you are using this one as a daily driver, which most people will be doing. And the difference doesn't really hit you when you take the phone outside, because there's plenty of brightness on the screen, even if you're using it under direct sunlight. 1800 nits of peak brightness, which again, in terms of numbers, might be low. I have seen phones with 4000, 5000 nits of peak brightness, but in practicality, if you take this phone outside, I've been using it, it's no problem at all. So overall, I feel it's a fantastic display, one of the best right now in the market in this price range. And if you watch a lot of movies and play games, go for this one without having second thoughts. Moving on to the performance now, Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset. A lot of people will be thinking, okay, is it really justified for me to pay for a chipset that's old, where there are other smartphones in the market, especially the likes of the Poco F7 or even the iQOO Neo 10, giving me a better chipset also in a similar price range. I know you will have questions in your mind, but the thing is, OnePlus's ecosystem, the way it has optimized the UI and the overall experience with the hardware, that's where the game really is different for both these ecosystems. Because OnePlus really harps on the fact that it has got an efficient UI, Oxygen OS is clean, it is pretty good in terms of usage, and the fact that 8S Gen 3, yes, might be the previous tier chipset, but it has been optimized really well. You won't have any problems if you're using this phone as a daily driver, and also the fact that you will be able to play high definition games and also run multitasking on this one. So don't think of it as having an older chipset in a 2025 phone. Think of it as you're getting longer software support, security support, and it's an optimized smartphone with all of the basics covered. That's where you should think that where my performance lies and where I should put my money. Also the fact that this phone comes with multiple RAM and storage options, which gives you the option to choose what you really want in terms of your performance package. So I think overall performance wise you will not have a problem. We did run a few benchmarks on this device. Yes, older chipset means lesser scores, but it does not mean that you are compromising on the performance. I agree, yes, there are better options in the market, but if you are a OnePlus loyalist, if you like their ecosystem and the software pack that they offer, then this phone will not be a problem, really. Talking about the camera, you get a 50 megapixel rear camera, which the primary sensor is good. We did use the phone in Vietnam, we clicked a lot of samples, and I like the way that the entire ISP and the software customization has been made with the camera, which just enhances your overall photography experience. So the primary sensor is pretty good. Let's check out a couple of samples that I clicked with this one, and you'll have an idea of what it really offers. While the primary sensor is good, I really feel the 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor isn't as efficient as I would have liked, because yes, it lacks a bit of quality. The dynamic range isn't the best, and also I feel the color shift from the primary to the ultra wide is stark enough for you to observe it and see it in your images. So yes, I would have liked it if the camera quality from the ultra wide would have been better, and the samples, well, you can have a look at them and you'll see the difference. It's not as efficient as you would expect on a phone like this. Moving to the front, 50 megapixel selfie, I think, yes, this is something where OnePlus just makes up for what it has done in the rear camera. But the thing is, what you're clicking from this phone in terms of social media content, selfies, whatever content, vlogging if you want to do, I think 50 megapixels is more than enough in terms of resolution, but the quality also, it has made sure that it doesn't overexpose most of your pictures, the colors are accurate, and also it offers you good dynamic range, which means it will be able to control the exposure if you are shooting in harsh conditions. So yes, 4K at 60 FPS is an offering for both the front and the rear. For people who like to create a lot of video content, I think they will appreciate and will be able to utilize this camera system. The battery is really the big talking point, the highlight here for the OnePlus Nord 5, because 6800 mAh will be able to use this phone for easily 3 days. That's what I have been experiencing. Now, if you're a heavy user, you might be able to take out 2 days, but that for a phone in 2025 with the kind of applications and optimization that you see is more than enough. And also the fact that you're getting 80-watt bundle charger within the device, which can charge your phone from 0 to 100 in almost an hour. That is fantastic. Yes, 100-watt charging was available earlier. They have downgraded, but the battery technology is now much more better. Battery capacity is much more better. So easily you're getting a good battery backup phone with the OnePlus Nord 5. The best part is you will not have to charge it again and again. And when you do, you'll be charged like this. So if you're looking for a good battery backup phone, this is a good option. So to sum it up, I will say the OnePlus Nord 5, yes, the design has been overhauled. It is different, but looks similar to a lot of the devices out there. But I still feel in terms of a performance package and the UI, it stands out. And if you are a OnePlus loyalist, if you like OnePlus's ecosystem, then this phone is definitely what you should consider. AI integration, a lot of the hardware is more optimized. The battery is good. Camera, yes, it is decent enough if you just want to click for social media, but I feel it is an overall performance package and a good upgrade over the OnePlus Nord 4. Minus the design, I like the overall unibody metal design. This is also good, but yeah, I'll pivot towards the older design. I like that more. And which is why in our review, we will give this one a solid 8, and I feel it is a good one if you're looking for a package in the mid-range, which is, I feel, the OnePlus Nord 5 sits perfectly. That's it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. Remember, you can go into the comment section and let us know what you feel about the OnePlus Nord 5, whether it's a worthy upgrade, and if you want to see a comparison with any other device in the same price segment, maybe even the iPhone Neo 10, let us know and we will get you that comparison. Till then, we will be going for this one. I'll come back very soon with a brand new video right here on Fiiber. Take care.